so let's try out an Elite Phayze boss event, but this one is a little bit trickier than usual. So you guys might have noticed that we're starting with a lot more cash. We're playing on a super easy map, which is Cubism, which is one of the longest beginner maps with a lot of farming space. And then look at these rules, guys. So ceramic and mob HP at 200 and 250%, not that important, but this is the main modifier. 230% on the boss health, which essentially makes this a 92 million HP phase on the tier 5. That is just absolutely ridiculous, and they gave us a little bit of help with the boss speed at 45%, but this is not exactly that impactful, I don't think, just because Phayze, whenever you trigger a skull, he jumps a certain percentage of the track. So, you know, however you look at it, he's gonna go through 40 or 50% of the track, and you can't do anything about that. Now, what's actually really interesting about this is that it's not just the tier 5, it is all of the other tiers that we're gonna need to figure out what we're gonna do for them, because I'm not exactly sure if the usual stuff is gonna help. On top of this, Ninja Q was kind enough to, well, ban all the best farms. So the top pad farms are banned, so we only need to use the bottom pad. So they're kind of forcing us to use, you know, boat farming, buccaneer farming. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. And let me just kind of place these things, because we can do the stuff that we normally do, like for example the 203 farms. We can get some boats going. So let me just get that thing started, and I'm gonna see you guys in a second. All right, so just to check in with you guys, I bought the lead to gold alchemist, which is gonna become a rubber to gold, and I'm trying to set up like a monkey city eventually into a monkeyopolis type of thingy right here. And I did not get this one to be in the range of the discount village, but that's completely fine. And so the idea is to get the miniopolis right over here, and then kind of have this extra bonus cash being made from the monkey city to kind of affect these buccaneers that we're going to be getting here later on. All right, so this is the setup that we have before the tier 1, and it goes like this. I bought a bunch of 203 farms. We have the favorite trades boat, and then we have the rubber to gold alchemist. That's about it. And I bought this guy, the 204 sticky, and yeah, let's see what we can do. So I'm just gonna hit start with this thing. Oh, actually, you know what, maybe I should not have done that. Let me just kind of speed ran it. So let me sell this thing. I wanted to buy the let's just buy it now. Let's just buy the monkeyopolis like this, and then let's just buy a couple of farms before actually starting to defend this. And look at this guy, by the way, 46,000 HP for the tier 1, and this does not account for the shields, which is just absolutely insane. When you take account these shields, it's like, oh my god, it's just, I don't even know how much it is, but it's like over 100,000 HP, like easily. Alright, so normally for something like a tier 1, I would buy this. I would buy a 025 elite defender with the, and I'm going for a 025 because it actually does more damage than the 205, because it has innate camo detection. I actually tested this thing a while back, and it's like a wild thing, but yeah, it does do more damage than it. Alright, so it's round 49, and I do have some good and some bad news. The good news is that the economy is kind of chugging along. I've been placing a bunch of these merchantmen. You know, we have a bunch of these 203 farms. We got the monkeyopolis, actually the miniopolis going. So things are going, I guess, somewhat fine on that end. But look at the boss HP. It's round 50, and we have 2 skulls. Actually, this is going to be the last skull. And then immediately after this, go back to buying our merchantmen. We're going to need a lot of these guys. I bought the 5th tier, I bought the trade empire. Now let's just try and fit as many of these boats as possible, and actually try and fit them before the next round starts, because I am looking to be as efficient as possible with the placement of these guys. I can't believe this. This is absolutely ridiculous. Round 55, and we still haven't dealt with the tier 1, and the tier 2 is going to appear in like 5 rounds. I mean, we're barely beating this thing with the usual defense. It's like the elite defender, and I also threw in like a sticky bomb up top, and it still took like 15 rounds to defeat this thing. So you guys know that this is going to be a ridiculous event in general. Okay, so let's kind of reconstitute our farming. Let's sell this. Let's buy one of these guys, and then just get a couple of the favorite trades, and let's just try and make as much money as possible before the next tier arrives. Alright, so in comes the tier 2, and you know, normally I would try the mat for this. The mat would eat it up. Oh my lord, 276,000 HP. Yeah, this goes over easily, like over 800,000 in total when you account for the shields. Yeah, this is just, you know what has 800,000? The tier 3s usually. And you usually need a paragon for these things. Oh my god, this thing just has so much HP. This is, I'm not sure even if the mat is gonna work. I mean, I bought it. Field might be deceiving me. I don't know. We have a lot of HP to go through. Let's just, I don't know, guys. Let me just kind of start upgrading these guys, get the farming going, get those favorite trades up, and I don't know if this is gonna be enough. Okay, so we're about halfway there, I would say, with the track and actually with the boss. We have 2 skulls left, but this is like an entire HP bar that we need to go through besides the shield. And this mat is doing damage, but I don't think it's doing enough damage. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of trying to spend a bunch of money on the farms first, and then I want to buy something else. I was actually thinking of buying something like, maybe like, I'm gonna buy it now actually. Let me just buy the carpet spikes. This is gonna help out a lot. I'm gonna have it like this, and then I really hope that the passive ability plus the mana are gonna be enough. So let me just kind of retarget the mana up top, and I hope that this wins. And in the meantime, just keep buying farms. I think this is gonna be enough, by the way, so let me just not forget to farm. We need a Paragon. We're gonna need some high Paragon degrees, because if you guys know how Phayze works, there is an aura which gets stronger with each skull that you proc, and the aura takes away attack speed from your towers, and this works on Paragons as well, so it takes away their attack speed. And so when I say this is a 92 million HP Phayze, with the fact that he takes a lot of HP, you know, this is not gonna be like any same boss. Like, imagine there's like a 90 million Bloonarius, right? This is not even gonna be close to that. This is gonna be more difficult than that. Okay, yeah, these guys seem to be doing it. Yeah, this was not as bad as the first tier, I don't think, although we are in the 70s, and usually, you know, you would deal with the boss in like the first 5 rounds or something like that. But yeah, we definitely got this thing done, so I'm gonna sell, how are we doing with stuff? I think I'm gonna sell it, and let's just try and buy up some more farms and just fill this entire map with farms, because this is all that we have, guys. They are not letting us have the top 8 farms, so we have to go it like this. Now, I would say we are pretty close to getting maxed out. I mean, if you want to do something extra, I guess you can do some druid farming, or maybe you could sneak in like a couple of snipers, I guess. But yeah, this is maybe actually you can go for like a temple, get some discounts, you know, get some cash per pop or something like that. But yeah, this is about as good as it gets, I would say, and I think it's time for us to start the oh my lord. Okay, I think it's time for us to start defending start thinking about defending the next tier. So was I late with the Crossbow Master is my question. Is that a regrow farm? I hope it's not. I hope we defend this thing. If not, I can just buy, let's just buy this. Let's just buy the Ultra Juggernaut. Does a Dark Paragon have the damage to deal with the tier 3 boss? Because normally it would. But look at this thing, 1.8 million HP. And if you want to have the true HP of this boss, you need to multiply this with 2.5. And yeah, I'm just wondering if this is gonna be enough. I mean, let me just even put a little bit of cash into this thing. Let's just put in like $100,000. That's a degree. I didn't catch the degree. What degree is that? That's like 44. Okay, so let's see if a degree. Oh my god. It is not going as fast as I thought it would. Degree 44 Apex Plasma Master. And this thing is... Actually, can I call this thing struggling? I'm not sure if it's even gonna beat it. Oh my god. Maybe I should have put in more money into this. Guys, I don't think this is gonna be enough. No, this is going way too slow. I think we need another Paragon. Can I just go for something like... Let's just do this. Let's just try and buy up the Boomer Paragon as fast as possible. So I want to do this actually properly with the Boomer Paragon, so I'm gonna buy the small ones before. So actually I'm gonna go for the Boomer Paragon, and I'm gonna put as much money as possible into it, just because I want to keep it until the end of the game. So let's just kind of make some money, and I think, you know what, I think it's actually time. It's around 89, so let's see. We don't want to put all the cash into it, but let's just put like 400,000. I think that's kind of generous. So let's go like this, and let's see what degree we get. It's gonna be 46. I'm actually fine with that. Okay, I'm gonna take that. Degree 46, that's amazing. And look at how much faster it goes with the new Boomer Paragon. Oh my god, this thing is gonna destroy it by itself. Wait a minute. So I guess this Boomer Paragon, because it does so much damage, it's gonna kind of win the tier 4 by itself, or are we in for another surprise? I have no idea, but this Dark Monkey is just scratching these bosses. So this is round 99, and the tier 4 is about to come out, and this is the moment of truth. Is the Boomerang Paragon gonna be able to defend this thing? So 7.3 million HP, and you multiply this by 2.5, and that is like easily, I don't know guys, like that's closer to 20 million HP when you take everything into account with the shields and all. This is just the amount of HP that you would normally see on something like a tier 5 boss, right? But I don't know, are these guys gonna be able to defend this thing? I hope they are. You know what, let's just give them a little bit of a helping hand. So let me buy this thing, a Cripple Moab. I'm gonna set this thing on strong, and I'm gonna have it as a 510 just because it has innate camo detection, so it's gonna be able to debuff it constantly. And then are we missing something? So I really hope that these two defend, because eventually for the tier 5 I do want to have the Buccaneer Paragon. That thing, at least we know that that thing is going to be like a super huge degree because of all the favorite trades boats that we have. And then I also do want to sell the Dark Paragon for something else. So if you guys have noticed, they banned the Ace, so we cannot buy the Ace Paragon, which is the strongest one. So I don't know what we're going for. Maybe like a sub, or I'm not exactly sure, guys. We're gonna decide, but these guys are struggling a little bit, but I actually do think that they have this thing, right? Alright, so the last call, this is it, and these guys are taking it down. I'm gonna be honest, but we are on round 113, and the next tier is, I don't know, like these bosses just going so slow. Each tier, every single tier, we need like 15 rounds to defeat it. It's just insane. I've never had this thing happen before. But yeah, that's what 230% does to you, and honestly, I'm just excited for the tier 5 because I don't know what to expect. I actually started preparing for the ninja defense, so start placing the small ninjas, but there goes the tier 4, and let's just, yeah, I'm just gonna get ready for the Ninja Paragon, and then we're gonna get the Buccaneer as well. I'm probably gonna sell the start, and yeah, I'm gonna see you guys in a second. Alright, so this is gonna be the Ninja Paragon, just checking with you guys to see which degree we get. I'm gonna give this thing like a solid, wait, how much money can we give? Oh, wait a minute, we can max this thing out. Do we want to do this? Let's just give it like 1.2 million, because this is gonna be one of the main DPS towers, and let's see which degree we get. 56, that's actually respectable. I love that. And let's buy the Buccaneer Paragon. I'm gonna give this thing exactly $0 because we have a bunch of Pharaoh Chase boats. So let's see what degree this one is gonna come out to be. 51. Okay, that's actually really respectable as well. And let's sell the Dart because there is a Paragon limit of 4. So I'm gonna sell the Dart Monkey and all these farms, and I'm gonna buy a Sub Paragon. And the Sub Paragon, I'm gonna give this thing every single penny that we have, or at least the maximum possible. And this is gonna be a degree 50. Oh, it's actually 60. Never mind. So a degree 60 sub, 51 on the Buccaneer, 46 onto the Boomer, and then 56 on the Ninja. And I also bought these like small damage amplifiers with the Ice Towers. So let's see if this is gonna be enough. This is the 92 million HP phase. And these guys, oh, this is, I don't know, like this is the fastest that they're gonna attack during this whole thing. And with each skull, I think eventually when you reach the last skull, everyone is attacking at like 50% speed or something like that, which is just absolutely ridiculous. But we do have like, what, like $500,000. I mean, what do you buy for this amount of money? Maybe like Sun Avatars or something like that, but I don't know, guys. I think that's gonna be copium Sun Avatars, honestly. We just start buying stuff like that. So we're gonna have the nuke ability, and I'm actually gonna use it. Let's see how much damage this thing is gonna do. We are far off proccing a skull, so you kind of want to be careful as to not, you know, catch a bad timing with this. But I guess, yeah, it did a decent amount of damage. We are gonna get some extra damage now that when Phayze kind of enters the middle portion, because our Ninja is the Ninja attacking? I think the Ninja is attacking. Is this guy attacking? He is. Yeah, I feel like whenever Phayze is like on the leftmost and on the rightmost side, we are gonna be missing some of the damage. Let's sell this thing. Let's buy the Super Barrel like this, and let's actually replace the Embrittlement because they do stack, and I'm just gonna keep using this thing, not the super glue, I was gonna say the super glue, but the glue storm ability. And we're gonna have, oh my god, this thing is lasting for so long that we actually get to use 2 sub nuke abilities instead of 1. So let's just launch it. I mean, I don't know, I just go for it. Let's see how much damage this thing is gonna do. So the rockets got launched. 3, 2, 1. Let's just watch the HP on the boss. And I mean, it did a decent amount of damage, right? And also the radioactive DPS is kind of decent. And I do think that we actually have this thing round 131. So is it gonna pop like before round 133 or something like that? I don't know, but this is like way too late for our standards. And yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. So look at this, the Boomer just started attacking, and the Ninja is still not attacking. He's throwing like these sticky projectiles, but it's not attacking with his main attack. So yeah, you kind of want to, I guess, spread out these Paragons throughout the map, maybe some more to the right side so you get some consistent DPS. But we do actually take down the 92 million HP Phayze. This is, I don't know, guys, Ninja Kiwi is getting ridiculous with these bosses, and we seem to be dealing with them, and this is actually kind of fun. I don't think this is as challenging as something like the half cash boss or whatever we had in the previous weeks. It just requires a good economy, and if you buy enough damage, you know, you're probably gonna win this thing. But yeah, this is one of those Ninja Kiwi bosses, and yeah, that's gonna be the 90 million Phayze. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you on the next one.